than we can handle. The United States is now getting in. And so Germany is pulling back. If they ask for a peace treaty, remember we talked about that better, if you're in a conflict and you say, okay, you know what, let's stop and work this out. Well,
my name is Caitlin Murphy. I'm a history teacher at the English High School in Boston.
Those 14 points.
I started out doing social work and decided that I wanted to think about social justice issues on a sort of more macro level. So I actually went back and started a PhD in history at Brown University. I decided, in something that most of my fellow graduate students and advisors thought was crazy, to leave after I did my exams and decide to become an urban educator, because I felt like too much of what I had learned in my time in graduate school was staying sort of in the ivory tower, and I felt like this is where it needs to be. There should be people who are trained as historians in high schools, like talking about curriculum and making decisions.
Felt hopeful about the piece according to these terms.
We're not just teaching our students about the world, but sort of how they want to be in the world. And so I want kids to think about, like, what makes a good society, what makes a good human being. And so I try to think about those questions as we go. So thinking about, when we think about World War I, we think about the historical actors, but we also think about the nature of conflict, and we think about alliances. And so what does that mean in our own life? You know, does a conflict have to have a winner and a loser? Like, is there another way to mediate?
In our political system by Germany, we need some kind of reform.
At this school, there's this very clear sense of mission and a very clear and deep commitment to our students. The kids really keep me going, but then I think also this sort of belief system that I have about sort of who I want to be and what I want to do with my life. I mean, I think teaching is a vocation. It's not a job that you go to every day. It's something that has to resonate with you, and you have to have, if you're going to teach in a turnaround school or an urban school, it has to be about more than just, you know, this is where I get a paycheck. It has to be about improving the quality of life, about justice issues.
We want compensation.
I want them to see that there isn't this sort of inevitability of history, that it's not just this force that's moving and you just have to kind of follow along, because they can be agents of change. The questions are more important ultimately, and the ability to ask good questions, because that's going to serve them and frankly, like, serve all of us really well.
It has huge consequences in world history. Okay, fabulous. Now Germany, Russia, and Austria-Hungary are not participants in this treaty that's going to remake the map of Europe.
For more information about teaching in Massachusetts turnaround schools, visit amazingteachers.org.